What is going on, Aries? It's Chris Anthony coming at you live and direct. This is going to be your reading for the month of December. It's actually your bonus reading because I already did one for you guys, but I'm giving bonuses to all the 12 zodiac this month only to show some love, appreciation, and especially because I haven't been uploading for a while. So Aries, what's good? We're about to hop into the cards and see exactly what's happening with you guys during this time. This can be timeless if you see it after December. But we just want to dig deep, and see what other secrets are revealed through the cards. All right, this is going to be your present energy right here. This will also be your main storyline that we're going to check out first. After that, we're going to look at your futuristic energy on the left side, like we always do it. This will also be your supporting details. And then we're wrapping it up with a fairy card. You guys get the magician, okay? If you're new to my channel and you don't already follow me on IG, you should follow me at chrisanthony14lbs, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. That will be in the link in the description. And if you're looking for a personal reading, I do have those open in December, so you can email me about that. That'll also be in the description of the video. Let's do this, Aries. Starting off, crowning your reading, you do have the 10 of Pentacles, and it's clarified by the 7 of Pentacles. I'm not surprised about this 10 of Pentacles because I think it pops up in almost every single Aries reading. So you guys are definitely focusing on building for the future. You're definitely thinking about wholeness, like your home, your family, your finances, having a stable connection, having a stable environment, being around friends and family, that kind of, give you a sense of stability or a sense of love, right? This is talking about wholeness in a lot of ways. I also think that this is what you guys are manifesting too, right? It's like you have this certain blueprint in mind, and I think I talk about it almost every Aries reading, but it's a blueprint that you guys have that you're really wanting to manifest, and you're working on what needs to be done in order to manifest this reality that you see for yourself. You see yourself living a type of lifestyle in a certain environment with a certain home and a certain type of family. And, it's like you are having the patience with the 7 of Pentacles to manifest this dream life of yours, or this lifestyle that you envision for yourself in your future. And you're already seeing, a lot of these things come to fruition, but all of the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. I like with this 10 of Pentacles card, how it really touches on the tree of life. If you see the way that they have the pentacles laid out on this card, it's talking about the tree of life. And in the Kabbalah, the tree of life explains pretty much the process of creation, how you get something from the astral realm into the physical realm, starting from the top all the way to the bottom. And I feel like some of you guys could unknowingly be using, that process inside of your life, even if it's just unconsciously, like using the tree of life in order to create your reality. With the 7 of Pentacles, you know that it is a process. You know that it takes work, it takes patience, it takes determination, and a certain level of perseverance in order to get what it is that you dream of in any area of your life. So this to me is showing that you guys have the patience, even though you get impatient sometimes, and you just want things when you want them sometimes. But at the same time, I'm getting, for you guys to trust the process, trust the path that you're on, trust that everything is coming together the way that it should, that there may be some things that are happening behind the scene, but that's the way that the universe works, right? You're not able to see how everything is going to come together and take form and come into fruition, but you do have to believe that it is happening, and that, your wishes, your manifestations are coming into your reality. So there is something about the law of attraction that I do feel with this energy here, how you guys are really using the law of attraction in order to attract some things into your world. All right, some abundance, major abundance with the 10 of Pentacles. Right here, we do have the Justice card, and it's clarified by the 8 of Swords. So justice is talking about certain karmic retribution, a divine order, you know, the scales of justice or the karmic scales being balanced in your world, being balanced in your life. Um, and it to me, it feels like there is a certain breakthrough that is coming through for Aries because you have the Eight of Swords here. And if you've been feeling like you've been stuck in your head a little bit or feeling confined or restricted, like you've been put into a box inside of your mind, or the prison of the mind, I feel like there is a divine order. There's an ending of a certain cycle that's coming here that's bringing balance back into your world, bringing balance back into your mind. Now, the Eight of Swords is all illusion, you know and so whatever you felt was happening in your reality, I feel like it was more so an illusion, to make you feel like you were under constraints, or that the walls were closing in, or you couldn't breathe in some type of way, a certain level of discomfort that you've been feeling. But it's really all just an illusion. Even if you take a look at this card, there is an open expansive space that's behind this person, right? That they could just lean back into and be out of this, box that they believe to be in. This box is more so like a window, where you're able to look into this type of perspective or see things from this point of view, but you're definitely not stuck inside of this box. And so with the Justice card being here, it feels like a certain balance being restored into the way you're perceiving yourself, perceiving your reality, and the universe is kind of letting you know that you are not in confinement, right? There is no restriction here. There is no lack here. You have an expansive type of energy, an abundant type of energy, and all you have to do is lean back and tap into it. Open your eyes and realize that this thing that you think is a box is only a window, right? That you can jump out of if you want to, or go back into the house. So that's what I'm feeling right there. Um, Over here, we do have the Three of Wands clarified by the Queen of Swords. So there is some expansion that is coming through. There is some type of outlook that you guys have when you're looking at your future, where you're ready to receive some of the things that are coming in. This is the card that speaks about your ships coming in, the things that you have been patiently waiting for and doing the work on, how they are getting closer and closer to dock, like they're ready to come into the port. And you are here ready to receive them. Three of Wands also talks about travel, right? Some of you guys could be looking about or looking into moving somewhere, moving across waters, across, seas, out of the country, into another city, to another state. You could be, thinking about different ways on how you want to expand your life, expand your world, expand your business, your finances, your relationships. A Queen of Swords is here clarifying this. So maybe you're thinking about ways to expand something with the air sign. Queen of Swords, it could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That maybe they have their eye on you, you have your eye on them, and it seems to be like you guys are making plans for the future. You could be making plans with an air sign about how you want to move into the future, how you want to move into your abundance, how you want to expand your reality in some type of way. Now, this could be the energy that you're taking on too, which is a very logical type of approach, very detached emotionally when it comes down to your plans for the future. Just logically wanting them to make sense, wanting to have the details, and really strategizing to move forward. You don't want your vision for the future to be based only on a dream or only on a wish, or you want it to be grounded and logical and take logical steps in order to get to this place in the future. So some of you guys could definitely be strategizing, like I said, drawing up the blueprint, adding to the blueprint, taking away from the blueprint, adjusting, readjusting, revamping, retweaking, because you're getting ready for more expansion that's coming in. You're making room for more expansion. You're expecting to expand in some type of way. All right. Under that, we do have the Ace of Wands clarified by the Six of Swords. So Ace of Wand energy, you are tapping into this certain level of movement and momentum. You're coming from out of this space of feeling like you're stuck or feeling like everything slowed down or you were constricted or confined to only this one space. You are moving forward in some way. Six of Swords, once again, is talking about movement. It could be physical movement. You could be traveling. You could be taking a trip. You could be going somewhere, for the vacation or for the holidays. But the Ace of Wands here is talking about on a deeper level of movement, you moving from one mentality to the other one, to a more expansive mentality. You're seeing things from a different point of view is what I feel. Like, you're really starting to understand the bigger picture. Some of the pieces of the puzzle are really coming in, and you're starting to see that, oh, that goes there, this goes here, this is why this has happened, this is why I'm in this position, this is why I'm at, this location. Because you're really looking further down the line, and so with the Ace of Wands here is really inspiring you to create a certain level of expansion and movement in your life. It's inspiring you to make some changes. Definitely to create this certain level of momentum in your world, especially with us going into 2020. You guys are feeling that push. And a lot of people are getting the Ace of Wands because I feel like we're supposed to be jumping into 2020 with a certain level of momentum. Jumping into 2020 like hitting the ground running, because it's a whole new era, right? It's a whole new decade that we're running into. It's the future, right? That we've been talking about for years and waiting on for years. Is actually 2020 in a couple of days. So something inside of the collective is really snapping right now. Is really like a light switch that's coming on, like, okay, these are the next 10 years of your life. What are you going to do? You just finished the last 10 years of your life. What have you done? And I feel like not Aquarius, for Aries, you guys are definitely wanting to create more movement, wanting to definitely continue to move forward with your plans. And you're getting this extra inspiration and drive in order to do that. All right. Over here, we do have the Devil, and it's clarified by the Knight of Swords. So some of you guys could definitely be facing some type of temptation. That's the strongest energy that I feel from the Devil card in your reading. Maybe the temptation to not move forward, or not to expand, or not to level up in some type of way. The temptation to continue to, play with the devil. The devil does talk about certain addictions. It does talk about being bounded or feeling bound to something. This does talk about karmic connections, karmic cycles. But yeah, whatever this could be with you, definitely, your shadow side, your shadow aspect that you're having to deal with. Maybe before you're leveling up and moving forward, you have to, I feel, release yourself from this devil energy. Release yourself from these lower vibrations, from these addictive behaviors, or from the temptation to indulge in, the devil energy, the darker side of yourself. With you having a Knight of Swords, you are wanting to break away. Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the tarot. He's a very strong communicator, very quick thinker. He's quick on his feet, very witty. And I feel like some of you guys are charging forward into your future and really wanting to cut the ties of the devil off of your life, right? Really wanting to, not indulge in your shadow self or your shadow side, and move forward into your destiny, into your purpose, into your abundance. Now, once again, some of you guys are definitely dealing with an air sign, or being tempted possibly by an air sign. Or some of you guys could have a very fiery, passionate connection with the air sign, because the air sign popped up here twice. So this could be talking about like a high sexual chemistry that you're having with somebody. If this has to do with love for you, a very fulfilling sex life or a very fulfilling attraction that you have with this person. Yeah, that definitely makes sense, especially if you guys have the Ace of Wands here, because that also talks about that strong sexual vibration or sexual connection, sexual chemistry in some type of way. So it's two different scenarios that I'm seeing there, but I think for most people, I think that you guys are wanting to conquer this devil or your devil side and not allow it to have such a hold on you. Um, One of the greatest sayings that I watched in the movie Doctor Strange, right, was when um, the Sorceress Supreme, which was the guru, the teacher, she was talking to Doctor Strange or talking to the person that would soon become Doctor Strange. No, she was talking to another one of her students. But she said something like, we never totally get rid of our demons. We just learn to live above them. And this is why the devil card, I feel, is part of the tarot deck, because that's all we learn to do is we learn to vibrate higher than where that devil frequency that lives in us all is, right? We don't get to abolish our shadow self or totally separate it from. We have to learn how to integrate it. But the way that you integrate it into your world or into your life is to live above it, right? Live above the shadows. So yeah, just a little bit of that, Aries. Let's move on into your futuristic energy. You do have the World card, the Two of Swords, the Five of Wands, and then the Four of Wands here. Now, with the World card, this is definitely talking about this brand new era that's beginning for you. You're walking into a brand new life cycle, right? 2020, brand new decade. So you are coming into this cycle, and I feel definitely having this downtime in between two cycles to really review the last 10 years and then look forward into what you want the next 10 years to be. Definitely. This time, I think before these couple of days, before the new year, before January 1st hits, I feel like some of you guys could definitely be doing a total review of what happened in 2019, or like I said, the last 10 years, and thinking about how you're going to start moving forward into this next era, this next life cycle. You do have it clarified by the Page of Cups here. Page of Cups sometimes could be a messenger, a message that comes into you. This could be a certain apology. It could be an offer of love that's here. So yeah, some of you guys could definitely be wanting to make an offer of love to someone, or someone is coming in to make an offer of love to you, or to make a gesture to you in some type of way. This to me more so feels like it's going to be happening around the new year, where someone wants to kind of like make up around the new year, or they don't want to go into a new year in a certain way. Maybe this is you, Aries, but it seems like it's almost like a toast or a cheers that you're making, you know, maybe, or somebody is doing to you because they're wanting to kind of like reconcile or make you a gesture or offer coming into the new year. They want the terms to be different in some type of way. Yeah. So yeah, this one is you'll have to kind of like look more into what's happening with this offer that's being made to you. This emotional offer is what it feels like, or that you're wanting to make to somebody else. But I do feel like you're thinking about the new year, you're thinking about 2020, you're thinking about this whole new era, and you're wanting to make a gesture, or someone is wanting to make a gesture to you because it is a new era that's happening, a new life cycle. So yeah, that one, I don't know. You guys will figure out what that's about. Two of Swords is here, clarified by the Four of Swords. So if there has been a certain level of indecisiveness with how you're going to be moving forward into your future, I feel like you're coming out of that indecisive energy, because you have the Four of Swords here, which is talking about you moving into a place of rest, serenity, peacefulness, right? Rejuvenation, restoration. You're definitely no longer worried or, double-minded or indecisive about where you're headed. But some of you guys were stuck there for a second with that 8 of sword energy, right? Feeling like you didn't know exactly what you were going to do, or like you couldn't see the whole picture. Now a certain level of clarity has come in, so you're about to take off this blindfold of indecisiveness and really be able to rest with the decision that you make moving forward into this next cycle. Below that, we do have the 5 of Wands clarified by the 7 of Cups. So 5 of Wands here, it feels like some internal conflict that some of you guys could definitely be dealing with, because so much here is talking about that. 8 of Swords energy, 2 of Swords energy, that is a struggle that happens internally. And it could be because you felt like you had so many options moving forward into the future, so many opportunities that you could choose from, but you have to make a decision because 7 options is a little bit too much, right? For us to have all of that on our plate. A lot of times we do have to narrow it down to one, option, like one thing that we want to invest our time in, one plan of action, one blueprint for our life. You can't have like 3 different blueprints for your life. You can't have 3 different plan of actions, because then that creates a certain level of confusion. So you could definitely be working on narrowing down, like I said, readjusting your blueprint and what you want to create, what your plan is for the next 10 years. I think I did a reading like this for Aries like months ago, how you guys were trying to make a 10-year plan. And you're still definitely focused on that. What else is happening in your future? You have the 4 of Wands clarified by the 6 of Wands. So 4 of Wands energy, this is talking about a coming together, a stability, a stable foundation, and a stable partnership with somebody. This is also the marriage and commitment card, the twin flame card, matching up with somebody that reciprocates your energy the way that you give it out. Being in a stable commitment, a stable foundation with someone, and able to build with this partner. So yeah, like I said, some of you guys were definitely planning the future with somebody else who could be an air sign, and this could be the partnership that is being talking about here. Excuse me. But you guys are having a certain level of victory, 6 of Wands, and recognition and leveling up and graduation within this partnership. It is going places. It is expanding. It is growth that's here. Excuse me. So yeah, this is like you celebrating this partnership, celebrating this commitment that you are in with someone else. Some of you guys could be wanting to like renew your vows or something like that. Renew the commitment, make the commitment even stronger. Because this 6 of Wands is usually a celebration after a time of turmoil and testing and obstacles that could have happened within a partnership. And you get the 6 of Wands after you graduate from those tests and those obstacles, and you level up to the next level of commitment. So for some of you guys, there could be marriage happening in 2020. Or just commitment in 2020, longevity in some type of way in a partnership. Okay, let's move on to your fairy card. You guys have the Magician that says you can do anything, take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. What? It's pretty much what we were talking about the whole time. You're definitely manifesting. You're definitely taking on that magician energy. You're creating your world, creating your reality, using the law of attraction, using your hard work and your determination, putting in that effort in order to shape your reality. So it's only right that you get the Magician card, Aries. Do what you do. Let's get it. It's 2020. We're going to wrap it up right there. Hopefully you guys enjoy your holidays. Hopefully you enjoyed the bonus reading for December. If you liked it, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel, and I will see you guys in the next reading.